Man, this perfectly explains exactly what the weight loss industry has wrong and what I've been saying the whole time. Hi friends. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's been 7 weeks that I have been on my weight loss journey, my interdependent weight loss journey. If you've seen the previous videos, I was talking about how, you know, like I'm a weight loss mentor and I have these like super powerful tools that absolutely like crazily work, but they work for a very specific reason, and that is gaining independence and gaining independence from like, you know, toxic influences in our lives from like childhood, so that we can become the people that we want to be and live in the body that we want to live in. So live in our natural, you know, ideal body composition, in tune with our ideal body nature. But now, you know, like I'm growing out of that and into like interdependence, where I'm like connected with other people, you know, in relationships, whether they be like personal or professional, you know, like in deep, committed, long-term relationships. And that is something that I did not realize is a whole different ballgame. So being the person that I want to be, being in the body, you know, that I feel is natural to me, is like, it's a completely different personal growth bend. So dealing with like my own trauma coming up in relationship, and dealing with like other people's kind of influence, whether it's like their trauma coming out at me or being triggered by certain things, like all of these different things, these are just things that I didn't understand would actually need like a whole different strategy to deal with. So I'm like taking on the challenge, and I'm learning and developing and growing into that, because if you watch the other videos, you know, like I gained like 50 pounds. So I just wanted to check in with you guys and see how I'm doing at week 7, when I was like super committed to becoming my best self and best body in relationship with other people and all that stuff. And I want to tell you what I've been doing before I tell you the results, okay? So basically, I thought that it was probably like our eating and like lifestyle habits when we were living in Mexico that made me gain an extra 20 pounds. Because I had actually been gaining weight like the whole time that I've like been in a relationship, and I knew that was like from some kind of unhappiness, but I didn't really know exactly what I was up against. I thought it was like all my partner, and I'll talk about more of like the interdependence thing in another video. I just really want to get to the update thing. But this time when we went to Mexico, my partner actually gained 20 pounds too. And I know very well that like the whole like diet and active lifestyle thing, like that actually doesn't like work for a lot of people to lose weight, myself included, because some of us gain weight for very different reasons. But you know, this is the stuff that we're always told, and I mean, it does have a place in this whole like ideal body nature kind of continuum. So I thought that because of our lifestyle in Mexico, because we ate out every single day in Mexican restaurants, because fresh produce was like kind of scary, because we ordered pizza like regularly, because we drank so much, and going to get ice cream at the little local ice cream shop was something that we did regularly to make ourselves happy. Add to that being essentially locked inside the house all day because it's so damn hot, and then at night we kind of just like want to go to bed and chill and get up the next day. So while we did get about like 5K of bike riding on like flat surfaces in maybe 3 times a week, and we did like, you know, a few times a week we do like Pilates. I mean, that's a pretty like decently active lifestyle, but it isn't what I'm used to. And I thought that because of all of this like excess eating, and especially, you know, drinking like an excess of like 1,000 calories and like alcohol, and then like ordering pizza or chicken wings or something else that's like equally like, you know, high calorie, that we were like just like overeating and under moving. So that's why we had gained this extra 20 pounds each. So instead of using the uproots methods, because I always think that I don't need to use the methods, okay guys? Like this is like my hubris. I think that like, because I designed the methods that I'm somehow like above them, or like I already know them and I can like embody them and I can just call upon the energy of all of like the tools and therapies that are in uproots wellness, like without actually using them. Like I think I can get the benefits of them without actually using them. So that's pretty funny. And if you are in any of my courses and you think that you can get the benefits of doing the therapies without using the therapies, like I completely get you, because like I feel like that too. So I wasn't using like the uproots methods at all. I just decided to like have like a really strict exercise and eating really healthy kind of routine. And I love that. I love everything that we've been doing, okay? Like you listen to what we've been doing. I've been running 3 times a week, 5K. We've been going to the gym 3 times a week and actually lifting weights. I've been bike riding like 14 kilometers on like a super hilly stretch of road that actually, like, we have so many road bikers that come here, like professional road bikers. They're always like kitted out to the nines to do this straightaway that we have where we live out in the country, this straightaway of highway, because it's like really bike friendly and there's like a lot of like hills and stuff. So I've been doing that 14K twice a week and doing Pilates twice a week. Okay, so that is like 5 days a week. I am working out between like a solid hour to 2 hours, and it's not too much because it's all varied. And if you want to actually get the guide of how I worked into doing that, how I went from like doing like almost nothing to like working out like that much every day of the week, like Monday to Friday, I got like a guide below that you can get for free, and you can print it out and you can like insert your own activities, and it gives you kind of the formula of how to like work into that in 4 weeks. I'm calling this like a 6-week update because it actually has been 7 weeks, but the first week was kind of like an intro week. But basically, we've also been eating like exceptionally well. So we've been getting all of our protein from like local organic farms. We've been getting all of our produce from local organic farms. We completely cut out grains except for like on the weekends. Sometimes we'll like have a bit of bread or something, but we completely cut out grains just to like make sure all of our carbs and stuff, they were all whole food. They're all coming from like fruits and vegetables. Like we eat so freaking well, and we're not eating very high calorie either. So going from like the complete like gluttonous, like we were like hanging out at all inclusives in Mexico and like just like traveling and just eating, like, I mean, Mexican food is just, it's really fatty. And I mean, if you eat out in restaurants anywhere, the food is going to be like way more high calorie and way lower quality than you would get at home. It's just the nature of the beast. They gotta, you know, make their money, they gotta make their profit margins. And eating all of those extra calories, drinking all those extra calories in like alcohol, and then like the munchies that come afterwards. And I just thought for sure going to this completely natural, we eat out almost like 99% at home. We're in the middle of like farm country, and eating all of this really natural food, really good whole food, and even starting our days off with like smoothies and, you know, just really eating well and being super active. I thought this weight would just like melt off. And you know what? For my partner, it is. But for me, I don't really know exactly what to tell you as far as weight goes, because I'll tell you, first up, in the first week, I lost about 3 pounds. So I thought that was going to continue because like I thought for sure this stuff's just going to melt off of me. For the first week, I lost about 3 pounds. And then in the second week, I went down to losing like 6 pounds or something around there. But then it just kind of like, I just like plateaued, which I don't even think you can call that a plateau, because like plateaus in weight loss are like when you've lost weight for a while and then you like plateau for a while. This is not a plateau, okay? I like lost some weight, like a little bit of weight, and then like the scale has just been kind of like up and down since then. So it goes from between, I think the lowest I got was having lost 7 pounds like a couple weeks ago, and then like the highest I got was like, you know, I lost like 3 pounds in total. So it like oscillates behind there. Today it's that I lost 4 pounds. So I'm just gonna like even it off and say like I guess I lost like maybe 5 pounds in like 7 weeks of like an extreme kind of like diet and exercise change. But I mean, it's not an extreme diet and it's not extreme exercise either. Like one of those things that might actually explain what's happening. Why, I mean, if you go on an extreme diet or you go start extreme exercising, then yeah, you might not lose weight, but this is like not that at all. I'm more used to like, this is more natural for me to be eating this way and to be working out this much than it is for my partner. But my partner's lost 10 pounds and honestly, he hasn't even been running for like, I think 4 out of the 7 weeks or like 5 out of the 7 weeks because he got an injury. So he's just been walking while I actually run. And he eats like tons more than me. And there's nothing that says that like he has a much faster metabolism or anything like that, okay? It's straight up that like the reasons that we gained weight are different. So he may have gained weight because of our lifestyle, but I gained weight because I was unhappy. And the kind of unhappiness that I'm talking about, it's not something that you can just like change by like changing your behavior or thinking positively. Like this is like deep stuff. Like I am trying to be in connection, in deep connection with people, and I have like familial trauma from when I was a little kid, and so does my partner, and I'm like dealing with this stuff, and the way of me not dealing well is me not being able to be myself, and that is exactly why I gain weight. So I've got to like put my hubris aside and just start using the freaking Uproots methods and start using the tools and therapies and see if I can figure my way through this. So I really hope you follow this journey with me because I am feeling very stoked today that I can actually do this. Believe me, there have been times that I've been like crying and crying and crying and crying and crying looking at the scale, and especially having my partner, he's lost 10 pounds. Like there have been times that I have been like crying and crying and crying. I mean, there have been so many times that I've been like so down on myself and just feeling like I couldn't do this and feeling like there's something wrong with me and feeling like maybe this is genetic or this is just me getting older. And then I have to just breathe and like actually remember like the things that I know and the things that I teach. That these are the things that creep into all of our brains. Anybody who is struggling like this, and that's why I create programs for people like this, for people who like the diet and exercise stuff does not work. And even if that's like not being able to keep the habits going, that is still diet and exercise not working for you. And like this is why I create solutions for people like me. And right now I'm figuring out how to create a different kind of solution for a different kind of problem, a different kind of like not being able to be yourself fully, a different kind of carrying around emotional baggage, a different kind of like not processing things the right way or not processing things naturally, you know. So I'm really excited for you to be on this journey with me to actually like figuring out how to truly be myself in my best body in relationship with other people. So you can grab your freebie below to see how it is that I actually went about like getting my exercise routine in, and I hope that you follow for more journey, more of me figuring this stuff out.